Boom! What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to a True Trading Group live stream. We are live here for the final trading hour of the day, the final trading hour of the week, and we're wrapping up a solid green day today. Big time gains today, guys, on REV. REV, where I made my money today, just a solid gain, 40% profit on the final take profit on that position. I'm completely flat. REV now. So congratulations, my TTG fam. We just actually got flat not too long ago before we just started this live stream. So congratulations, my TTG fam, that we're able to capitalize on that trade with me. For those that are not in the True Trading fam, that we're not able to capitalize on REV, stick around here, folks. We're going to go through the final trading hour of the day and see if we can find some opportunities before we go into the long weekend. My name is Michael Edward, and I've been trading and investing for over 15 years, folks. Began my career working at a hedge fund right out of college, my very first job. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. 15 years later, I'm now the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group, the fastest growing and highest rated online educational platform available to retail traders and investors today. And since 2016, my team of 8 other professional trading mods and myself have helped thousands of people from all over the world, from all walks of life, achieve their goals. If you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this stream on your own social media. Let's educate, empower, reach out to as many retail traders as we possibly can. All right, folks. So here we go, guys. We're going to pull up my charts here. We're going to get into kind of the final trading hour of the day. I'm kind of going to go over with you, what happened today and kind of where the markets sit. We're basically flat right now. In the overall markets here, we're basically flat. We've kind of been just bouncing around a little bit today. It's kind of chopping around and really just kind of digesting what has been a crazy week. This has been one of the worst weeks that the markets have had. You got to go back to March of 2020. You got to go back to the COVID crash. You got to go all the way back to the COVID crash for to try to see a week where the S&P was down 5-6% in a single week. All right. You haven't had that. You haven't had that since the big crash during COVID. This is also the first time that the NASDAQ has been down 9 weeks out of 11. First time that's happened since 2002. Now, for those who don't know what 2002 was, well, that was another major recession. And that was the dot-com bubble bursting in the early 2000s. So that's the last time that the NASDAQ has been down 9 weeks out of 11. So you're starting to get a feel for just exactly how much has already come out of this market. You have a lot of people that are talking about trying to find the bottom. Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Everybody wants to know where the bottom is. Well, guess what? I actually did some shopping today. I started nibbling today on a couple of high growth tech names today. I also started adding to some of my defensive recessionary names, as this is one of my buying zones. Okay, 3,600 on the S&P is a buying zone for me in my long-term portfolio. 3,500 will be another, and then if we do get down to like a 3,200 to 3,400. That's my final area of the capital that I'm looking to put to work in the markets right now. I very publicly at the end of last year to my TTG family, but also to on this YouTube channel, I told you guys that I was selling out and taking profit on my long-term portfolio. So we raised a lot of cash at the end of last year, like October was really where I was like doing the most of my selling last year. And that allowed us to raise a lot of capital, a lot of cash. And with the S&P down 24% this year, you have to put money to work, some money to work at that point, in my opinion. So throughout my entire life, whenever the markets have gone down more than 20%, I don't care what the reason is. I don't care what's going on. For me, I got to buy something. I got to buy something when the markets are down over 20%, because it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. So I got to buy something. Now, does that mean you buy everything? No. But does it mean you try to pick the exact bottom? Also, no. Okay. You kind of scale yourself in and have your zones and have your areas. And And today I saw an opportunity where I think the markets have taken their next leg down. This is an area of support. I think we can get a little bit of a bounce off this area, but I don't think that we've seen the bottom yet. I think the bottom will come over the next, 4 weeks or so. Once you get into the end of June, the beginning of July, you get another inflation number. You get, Q2 earnings is really what I'm looking for. For the market to kind of bottom themselves out. So maybe it happens kind of maybe the early to mid July can kind of be where I'm thinking that the markets can bottom themselves out. So I did do a little bit of buying today. My TT fam, you guys, if you were in chat, you'll know all the stocks that I bought today. I bought a handful. I bought a bunch today. I bought a bunch of different stocks today. So today was basically adding to some protection, like recessionary stocks that tend to do better during a recession. And then I also added to some high growth tech names that have just gotten beaten to death that I absolutely love some of these companies for the potential that they hold over the next 3, 5, 7 years. And I started nibbling on some of those names. Okay. My TT fam, the list of those names will be uploaded probably, if not by today, then over the weekend. And then you guys will have all in case you missed it in chat, all that stuff will be uploaded onto the website under our trading history tab, where you guys can see all the trades that all the moderators execute. Okay. So as we kind of see here, markets are quiet right now, folks. And guys, real quick, I forgot to mention, markets are closed on Monday, guys. Okay. Markets are closed on Monday. So make sure that you guys are all aware of that. All right. The markets are closed. All right, so just make sure if anybody was thinking that they were swing trading something into Monday or whatever it is you guys are doing, but the markets are closed on Monday. So you guys have an extra day this weekend to maybe go through some courses, go through some of the video library stuff, all right, rewatch some of the red to greens, rewatch some of our workshops, go through some courses, all right, so you guys can get to work a little bit this weekend. Get yourselves ready. Get yourselves ready for next week. Get yourselves ready for next week. I think the next couple of weeks are just going to be nuts. Like, I'm looking for us to test some gaps to the upside before rolling over. Is honestly what I'm looking at. Like, I'll just show you guys up here on my chart. Like here, bottom left of my screen, this is a 15-minute chart, right? It's a 15-minute chart. Like, you see this gap right here from the gap down we had on Thursday after the Fed meeting? I would love for that gap to get filled to the upside and then roll back over. I would love to see that. We got a little support here around 366 VWAP. On the SPY. We'll see if that holds going into the close. This resistance at 369, 370 is very, very clear. You see, if we'll go top right of my screen on a 5-minute chart. I'll make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it more clearly. You see that resistance for the last 2 days? Look at this. For the last 2 days, we've been unable to get above that level. That resistance is very, very clear. Very, very, very clear. You almost have a little bit of a head and shoulders, an inverse head and shoulders trying to form. You could make that argument that you've got a little bit of like a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? You can kind of, and then here's your neckline. Not the cleanest of setups, but I think it's worth a mention. It's a chart setup that I think we can keep our eyes on at least for next week. So here's your VWAP test. We'll see if we snap back off of VWAP here, down around 366. We'll see if we snap off of it. But we're flat. The SPY is exactly where it was yesterday afternoon. When the markets closed, we're in the exact same spot. And still, though, there's still so much opportunity in this market. You take today, for example, like today, where I made all my money today was REV, REV. Okay, this thing was a monster. Stock's up 114% today, right? Stock's up. I'll go to a full screen so you guys can see this maybe a little bit, so it's easier if you guys are watching on. A lot of you might be on like a cell phone or a tablet or something. So I'll go bigger full screen so you guys can see it more clearly. This thing was a monster today. 113% right now. The stock is currently up. There's opportunity all over the place in this market, guys. All over the place. It really is. Opportunities all over the place in this market. I'm going to walk you guys through kind of this REV trade. I'm not looking to re-enter this thing here, but I'm happy with my day. I'm happy with the money that I made on Rev, and I'm happy to go into the weekend, on a nice high note like this with a big win. So I'm not going to go back after Rev, but this is a nice looking setup still. All right. So if we've got some people here that are looking for a trade going into the close, I would say that this Rev is certainly worth a look as long as this thing can stay above like $3.75 to $4. This is your support zone right here. Okay. So right here is going to be your level of support, and I'll make it green so you guys can see it more clearly. Okay, that level right here, this zone is going to be your support level. Okay, that's going to be your support level. So if you get a quick drop right down into this zone, let's say you do something like this, you drops right down and then snaps right back to 425, this could be a buy. Okay, that could be a buy right there, and you can look for Rev to continue to squeeze going to the close, get up there and get over $5. All right, I'm not going to take that entry right now. Like I said, I'm very happy with my day. But for those of you that are tuned in right now looking for some action going into the bell, that's something that you can keep an eye on. Now, I'll show you guys the trade that we capitalized on today. All right. And again, a big congrats to my TC fam. Guys, how many of you caught my Rev trade today? My TC members, if you guys made money on Rev, sound off. I love to see how you guys all did. I love when the whole fam hits today. And today was a big one on Rev. So sound off in chat, folks. If you guys hit Rev with me today, let me know. Tell me how you did. I'd like to hear about it. Yes. Great play. Twice I caught it, Mike. I'm still in. Yes. Look at all this. Rev. Woo! Yeah, baby. There it is. Let's go. Happy Friday. Great job. Got in at $3.30, out at $4.70 for Broken Motivator. Great job. Sassy pulling out a 20% gain. Yatradeo pulled out $5,000. Way to go, man. Way to go. 15% for Identikit. Nicely done. Look at all this. Wow, you guys all hit this thing today. A lot of you. Beautiful. Nicely done. Congrats, my TC fam. Let's talk about it. Let's go over it, right? Let's go over it. And I'll keep an eye on the stock right now too, in case there are some people that might want to go after this thing right now. I'll kind of talk you through it. Who knows? Maybe I'll see something it'll entice me too much. I won't be able to resist. Maybe I'll jump on it as well. We'll have to see. But so far, it's looking pretty good. All right, it's still looking pretty good, maybe for some possible upside. But I'll let you guys know if I'm looking to get back in it. I'll take a pause from kind of what we're talking about, and I'll get zoned in here. If I am going to go after it, I'll let you guys know. All right, so let's talk about the trade. We basically were in this trade all day. Oh, way to go. Everett Maderos, the best week I've ever had. Congratulations, Everett. Congratulations, man. Congrats on the milestone. This has become a reoccurring theme. 2022 has been such an amazing year from an active trading standpoint, with just a complete overflow of opportunity. This is the best trading environment that I've been doing this a long time, folks. Over 15 years. This is the best trading environment that I've ever seen. And if you've been following my live streams for a while, you'll know the end of the year last year, I told you 2022 was going to be the year of the active trader. And it seems like almost every week I have, members that are telling me I have my best week ever. Here, Brent Cheney, best week I've ever had as well. I got messages from people. I posted on my Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead. It's at Mike Edward _TTG. Again, it's at Mike Edward _TTG if you want to follow me on Twitter. 2 members sent me messages today that they had their best weeks that they've ever had. It's like it's a reoccurring theme that in this chaotic environment. Oof, way to go, Wizard. 5 days green while fighting COVID. Those stop losses and tier taking profits work. Hell yes. Rip City Trader goes, what stock market crash? Because of TTG, I'm having the best month I've ever had. Best week of 2022 for me, says Bill Wieland. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm so proud of you guys. All in the family goes, this is my best week also. I'm building up my account for upcoming sales in the market. Thanks, TTG family. Not the best week I've ever had, but this was my best week ever since joining TTG. 4th green week in a row, the longest streak of my career, says Casey. This is incredible. You guys are killing it. It's amazing what education can do, isn't it? It really is. Speaking of education, let's get back to the rev trade. I want to walk you guys through this a little bit. All right, because the lesson I want you guys to take from this rev trade has a lot to do with just basically understanding volume and the importance of identifying key levels, right? This rev, and I'm gonna zoom out for you a little bit, okay? Because as I zoom out, I draw a line across this resistance level. This resistance level becomes very clear. Now, this is just a 3-minute chart, right? And you'll see resistance on the 14th, resistance on the 16th, right? So now you have this double top here around $3, right? Or $3.10. Danny Noonan with an 82% win rate this week. Congratulations, Danny. You're working hard, brother. It's paying off. T945, 5 days green this week. Thanks, TTG. Way to go, T945. Way to go. So you'll see this double top resistance over here just over $3, right? See that double top resistance there at $3? Well, now as I zoom in, what you start to see what happens today is the initial morning high lines up with that level as well. Way to go, Tony Yayo. 2 weeks green for you. Great job. So now you'll see the initial morning high lines up with this previous double top resistance at $3, right? You guys see that? Kalisha Flacco says, but not ideal for people with full-time jobs on the West Coast. Let's keep it 100. Kalisha, I will keep it 110% with you. Okay, we have a tremendous amount of members from True Trading Group that are on the West Coast. Never mind the West Coast. We have a tremendous amount of members in True Trading Group that are in all different corners of the globe. We have members in Hawaii. So if we have members in Hawaii and they're able to benefit from this platform, you being in California or on the West Coast literally have no excuse. We have members in Japan. We have members in the Philippines. We have members in India. We have members in Singapore. We have members literally all over the world. So you being 3 hours behind is no excuse to take advantage of this opportunity. You're seeing my members in True Trading Group comment right now. This person's from Seattle, Los Angeles. Jimmy NZ is from New Zealand. Yort is from South Africa. Cheryl is in Cali. Rip City is in Portland, Oregon. And Rip City is the person who just said they just had their best month ever. Lives in Portland, Oregon. There's Christopher. Christopher's in Hawaii. I wish I was on California time, Christopher says. MOC's in Hong Kong. Okay. So you're seeing for yourself, okay, Kalisha, these are all people in True Trading Group that I'm telling you where they're from. There's Drez, another one from Hawaii. There's another from Hawaii. Wow, we have a lot of members from Hawaii. You guys are living the life. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna come to Hawaii. I'm just gonna trade on the beach with you guys. I'm gonna come trade with you guys. There, Ivan's from Monterey, California. Darlene's from California, right? Mindstroke is from California. It says being on the West Coast is actually an advantage because you can trade before you go to work. Right? San Antonio, Southern Cal, Alaska, Matt Miller, British Columbia. Right? Point is that we have members from all over the world, members all on the West Coast and in even worse time zones, Kalisha, than you might be thinking about. But let me address your other question about, if you have a full-time job. I got to be honest with you, Kalisha, that we have over 9,500 members in the True Trading Group community. Most of them have a full-time job. Okay. And they're still able to benefit from the TTD platform. They're still able to make money. They're still able to be successful. And I'll prove that to you. Guys, everyone that's commenting right now where you're from, I love you. You guys are the best. I love you guys. Everyone that's commenting where you're from, do me a favor real quick. If you are working a full-time job currently and you're still making money with True Trading Group, type the number 1 and then tell me what it is that you do for a living. Now, Kalisha and anybody else that has a similar question, and it's a valid question. It really is. And there's a lot of people that don't understand that there's how you can do this while working a full-time job. And I'm going to show you. Okay. I'm going to show you. Okay. But pay attention to what some of the people are going to say in chat right now and see if maybe you see your profession, Kalisha. Maybe you'll see someone. Here we go. School janitor, loan officer, VP sales, social worker, IT consultant, government garbage disposal, general contractor, a nurse, quality support, construction, Army. Thank you for your service. KB, no money made. Thank you for your service. Army. We've got a fleet manager working 60 hours a week. Film business in LA. Utilities, director of sales, crane operator, nursing, software engineer, right? Customs broker, dog groomer. Okay, real estate, Navy. Give me them cheeks. I like your username. Thank you for your service, though. Shop foreman, senior assisted living. Okay, so you're seeing what you're seeing. I don't need to keep reading this, but you can see for yourself a lot of the people that are typing in chat right now. These are members. These are members of TGD. They're telling you this is what I do for a living, and yet they're still able to make money while working full-time jobs. And the reason is that a lot of people don't necessarily understand that there's a lot of different styles and strategies of trading. So it's called finding your trader identity is what it's called. Okay. And a lot of people will find someone on YouTube that, oh, this person made $10,000 today, $20,000 today, $40,000 today. Let me go follow and do exactly what that person does. The problem with that could be that person could be implementing a trading style that is physically impossible for you to emulate. That person could be a scalper. A scalper is someone that gets in and out within seconds or minutes. Now, if you work a full-time job, that's impossible for you to do. Okay. Now, listen, we're not scalpers in True Trading Group. I don't have anything against scalping. If you're a scalper, all the power to you. Nothing against you. It's just not our trading style. It doesn't mean you have to do what we do. We give you guys the professional education, and you can take that and you can implement it in your own styles and your own strategies. And we help you figure out what those strategies are. There's a reason why True Trading Group is not just myself. There's 8 other professional traders that all have different styles and strategies, because I think it's important for new traders to get exposure to different styles to figure out which one's best for you. Right? If you work a full-time job and you can't be in front of your computer, maybe you're at a desk all day. Well, that's different. But maybe you're teaching in a classroom. Maybe you're on a construction site. Maybe you're in a police car. Okay, that's going to affect what you're able to do and the style and strategy that you're going to implement. Members also can use our mobile app. Our mobile app will let you stay connected to chat even if you're not in front of a computer. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can use our mobile app. And the mods are on the mic or talking to you throughout the day. You get real-time notifications once the mods enter and exit trades. That's how so many of our members that work full-time jobs are able to still benefit from the platform. So, Kalisha, I hope I'm not picking on you, okay? I'm not picking on you, Kalisha, but I want you to see for yourself, what all these people have to say. All right. So I hope that was helpful. All right, so let me go back to this Rev. Okay, Kalisha, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Swing trades are called out every single day literally every single day. Okay. So we got swing trades that come out so in true trading, we day trade and we swing trade every day. So every day you're going to get swing trades. Every day you're going to get day trades. Every day you're going to get stocks, and every day you're going to get options as well. Okay. So it's going to be swing trades, day trades, stocks, options, small caps, mid caps, large caps on a daily basis from myself or one of the other mods. Okay. Let's go back to this Rev. So I want to walk you guys through this, right? All right. Let's go back over this Rev. All right. So what I want you guys to pay attention to right now is this level that's right over $3. Okay. This level that's right over $3 that lined up with your initial morning high. Now, when we broke through the initial morning high, you'll notice, okay, the heaviest volume of the entire day came through when the stock broke through that initial morning high. So this is technical analysis 101. The heavier the volume that comes in when a stock breaks through the high of the day, the heavier that volume is, then the greater the chance that previous high acts as a level of support. The heavier the volume that comes in when those highs break, the greater the chance you have of getting follow through. Okay, so now in this example, when Rev broke through that initial morning high, which is not just the initial morning high, okay, you'll see it's also a previous resistance level. Remember, I showed you guys on the double top, right? You have this huge increase in volume, heaviest volume the stock traded at all at any point during that morning. Now, originally, my entry was right here. Okay, so literally I actually even draw. So what I do, like in chat, I'll like draw boxes like this in chat so that members know where my buying zones are. Right. So like, right, guys, today, my Teachy fam, I will draw a green box sometimes to show you, okay, that's where I'm going to look to be a buyer. So I never got that drop into that level. See, we never pulled into this zone. So I came on the mic and I told all my members in chat that I'm moving my order up. I'm not getting filled. We're not dropping into that zone, but I want to be long here. So I actually moved my order up by about 10 cents. I was originally at $3.26. I moved my entry up to $3.36. And then I did get my fill on $3.36 right there. Okay, so we got long at $3.36 on Rev just after 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, so right there is where we got long. All right, then your trade line came up, VWAP comes up. Okay, pushes this thing up to new highs. And this $4 level was a level of resistance that we identified previously. So what do? We take profits off when you get that break and you get that extension up into that resistance zone. So then we start taking profits off in front of that level. Now we're in the driver's seat. Okay, we've taken profits off. We're still long some. And then we hold. We moved our stops up. Stock just went sideways. We never violated the stop ever, right? We held strong all throughout the day. No reason to get out of this trade. We never broke beneath our stop area. And then right going into the afternoon, bang. Okay, you get this beautiful extension. You get this beautiful follow-through move on Rev. We took more profits off on this extension. And then I got flat right there. $4.70 was the final take profit. Now, that was just the last of my shares. I kind of just ran out of shares there, folks. But the final take profit came off there at $4.70. That's good for about 40% on the final take. Okay. But again, I was already out the bulk of my position. This was the final take profit. Okay. Home run trade. It was a home run. It was a home run. It was a home run. All right. So again, guys, congratulations, my Teachy fam, all of you that capitalized on the Rev trade. Looks like Rev's pulling back a little bit now, testing that VWAP area. This is kind of that support zone that we were talking about. You're going to want to see the stock hold if you do get that pullback. I would look for this. If the stock does this, that's a buy signal for me. Okay. If it does that, that will be a buy signal. All right. So nice little lesson there, right? Nice little lesson there on Rev. Kind of going. That's where I'm at. That's where we made our money today, guys. That was, sometimes it only takes one. Kind of the sniper trading robot that I like to teach the fam to really pick your spots. Be a sniper, not a machine gunner. You don't have to go out there and trade, 30 times throughout the day. Sometimes all it takes is one trade. All right. Yeah, king of stock goes. Yep, textbook trade. Sure was. Right from the teachings, right? Like right from the coursework. Right from the coursework. So congratulations again, guys. Yeah, and we're still just bouncing around on the SPY. We held 366. You found support there at 366. We're just kind of bouncing around sideways, guys. Just kind of bouncing around sideways. I don't know if you're going to listen. You do have the options expiration that is happening here today. So maybe as you get closer to the close, you might see some volume start to pick up. You might see some volatility start to pick up. Nice. Way to go, Ribbonhead. Ribbon goes, you new member, told me about Rev, spotted a few days ago. The courses at work. I love it. Yeah, all time. Yeah, I kind of think I kind of agree on that one. Anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions about the Rev trade before I move on to hit some other things? You guys have questions about the Rev trade, just let me know. Guys, let me just I want to introduce you guys. I'm going to be bringing on here. We're bringing on Jessica, one of the TTG trading moderators. Everybody, give a big warm welcome to Jessica.
Hey yo,
what's up?
What's up? I just wanted to hop on really quick and let the fam know that I just decided to take final profit on the AMD short from yesterday's entry at 86.36. Not gonna lie, I'm a little salty because I had an order down there at 79.25 that didn't So I'm a little salty, but I can't really complain too much.
Oh man, missed it by like 20 cents.
That's how much the stock market loves me,
Well, it was still a sick trade. It was a sick trade, Jessica. And everybody, congratulations to TGD fam. Everybody that took this short with Jessica yesterday. Just a great trade. It was a great trade.
Sorry, my little gremlins are all running around here.
No, that's okay. Yeah. That's totally fine. Totally fine. But very nice.
I just wanted to let people know kind of the reason, because like I said, I had an order down there at 79.25. It didn't get filled. We bounced from there and then we never retested that level today. So I waited it out all day to see if we could get back down there. But with how strong the overall markets are, I'm not comfortable holding this over the weekend. I feel like we could get a bounce into next week, especially with how much we've dropped this week.
Yeah.
So with the long weekend and everything, I just decided to lock in profit there and enjoy my weekend stress-free.
I like it. Well, solid trade. So again, guys, and if everybody caught Jessica's workshop yesterday. So I know if people that were on the live stream last night, I was telling you guys that we had a workshop that was free for members and was free for trial members as well. that one of our mods, Jessica, was actually going to be going over some stuff. This is Jessica, the person that I was telling you guys about yesterday that held that workshop last night. I hope you guys enjoyed the workshop and great trades. AMD short, also Square short from yesterday, made some good money there. And then AMD with the follow through, and then now she just finally got flat. Final profits off the table. So great trade, Jessica. Nicely done.
Thank you very much. Everybody enjoy your weekend and the rest of the stream.
Awesome. Enjoy your weekend. All right, guys, there you have that. Jessica and I also did some shopping today. All right, so we were adding to some of our long-term portfolios today. Nothing major. I have not backed the truck up or anything like that yet, but I did start buying some stuff. So again, to reiterate, I did add to some of my recession stock holdings, stocks that will typically do better during a recession. But I also started nibbling on some of the high growth, more volatile tech stocks that have gotten really beaten down this year. There's just a couple of companies that I just feel it's time for me to start taking a pick at. I haven't backed the truck up yet on anything. They're just kind of more like a tier 1, 25% allocation nibbles. What I mean by that is if you, whatever the number is, you decide that you want to put into an individual. So let's say if you said, I want to put $1,000 into this stock. Tier 1 would be then you putting $250 into it. If you wanted to put $10,000 into a stock, tier 1 would be you putting $2,500. If you wanted to put $100,000 into a stock, tier 1 would be $25,000. Okay, so that's how I go about my long-term portfolio. I add in 3 chunks: 25, 50, 25, and I have begun with that 25 segment. Okay, a drop towards 3,500 on the S&P is then where that 50% segment gets put to work. All right, keeping an eye on that Rev. Rev is trying to hold that VWAP area. If that can get over 425, guys, remember, if we can get over 425, then that starts to get interesting for a possible move into the close. Running out of time. We only have about 20 minutes to go, but maybe this can squeeze after hours. Maybe you see the thing 525 after hours. It's definitely possible. Can you get my opinion on SIGA? Sure, you can get my opinion on SIGA. This stock is wacky as all hell. Wacky as all hell. Volume has really died down in this thing after the original monkeypox kind of flare. I'm not really bullish on this because the monkeypox news headline has already started to fade. It started going nuts there in the end of May, but the monkeypox headline has started to subside. You're not hearing as much about it as you were at the end of May. And I just think that you need that hysteria in the news cycle in order for this stock to really squeeze. If it gets over 1450, it certainly could give you a short squeeze. All right. But I just don't know if it's going to have enough volume to do that without the mass hysteria from the media. So you got the hysteria at the end of May. That's why the stock went from 750 to 14. I'm just not sure how confident I am that this is going to continue to squeeze. I just think the volume is too low. You're going to need 50, 60, 70 million share days for me to then start to think that, maybe we do get a squeeze. So I would just be a little cautious there. Follow the news cycle, with monkeypox, because that's what caused this stock to come on people's radars in the first place. A lot of people I see asking me about Redbox, kind of the little engine that could, the stock that just will not die. Having quietly a really solid day today. The stock was dead in the water early today, and it is now recovered all the way to make new highs and to go green on the day. All right. You're going to have a really tough level of resistance on Redbox in between $13 and $14. Okay. 13 to 14 is your resistance zone on Redbox. I'll start paying a lot more attention to Redbox if it gets over that zone. You know, if you see Redbox at 15, that's what I'm probably going to start looking at. Maybe getting myself back involved for a squeeze on Redbox. The stock doesn't belong here, guys. It really doesn't. It's not worth anywhere near $12, but it's really just a short squeeze. Okay, it's really just a short position that's stuck, kind of stuck in this thing. But I would probably wait until it gets over 14 until I start trading it again and I go after it. We traded Redbox last week. We caught this move, right? My TG fan, we caught this move. Congratulations on that one, everybody that made money on that. But, you know, I think that if it gets over 14, it could give you another round. Right. So Redbox is still on my watch list. I still check it out. I still take a look at it each day. Today, it's kind of quietly recovered and putting in a pretty solid candle on the daily chart. It deserves your attention as long as it's above 9. So as long as the stock's above 9, it's on my watch list. But once it gets over 14, I'm looking to be a buyer. Okay. So you guys can keep that on your list. My TG fam, that'll be something that we're going to pay attention to. Let me show you some levels on the SPY too. I want to go over some levels with you guys. I want to show you my support levels that I have on the SPY. Okay. I'll make them all bigger so you can see them more clearly. So these are going to be, oops. All right. So here are all of your major support levels on the SPY. Here they are. Okay. I mean, you have another one down here, but I don't think there's any chance in hell the market gets back to there. But I'll draw it there just for fun. Let me refresh my screen so everybody can see. Okay. So let's go over these levels. I think it'll be helpful to kind of put things into perspective for you guys from the long-term portfolio stuff. So this level was a support area for me, right? And that's why today, you can see today, we are at that level. So therefore, I started adding some stuff in my long-term portfolio. However, I do believe that within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be looking at, you know, testing this next support level that I have down here in the low 350s. Okay. That will be another area where I'll do some buying in my long-term portfolio. Okay. So for those that can't see, these lines are the first, I'll go top to bottom. This top line is 363 on the SPY. Yep. Arnold, I got you, brother. That first line is 363. Okay. That's where we are now. That was a level that I have on my screen. We got there. I did some buying. Next level, okay, is around 353. Okay. That's next level. I'll do some buying there as well. The bulk of my buying will actually be there. Okay. The bulk of my buying will be in the low 350s. Okay. Underneath that, and this is like kind of a worst case scenario type of move, in my opinion, is going to be around 323, 324. All right. So those are your three levels that we're looking at here. All right. Do I think it's likely that we get down to this level of 323, 324? I don't. I don't believe that that is likely. Is it possible? Yes. I think the most likely scenario is that the market's bottom this year somewhere in the 350s. That 3,500 level on the S&P is the support target that I'm looking for to kind of do the bulk of my buying. So remember, I raised a lot of capital last year. I raised a lot of cash by selling in my long-term portfolio in the end of last year. 50% of that cash is most likely going to go to work, SPY 3,500. Okay, my TG fam, you guys will know obviously all the stocks that that I'm buying. Just like I alerted to you guys today, you'll know as I continue to add, you'll know what stocks I'm adding to as well. Okay. So these are just a couple of key levels that I think would be good for you guys to. These are some levels I think would be good for you guys to have on watch. You know, and I kind of feel like we might get a bounce next week. I really want to see the SPY go back and try to fill that gap. And I'll draw it out for you again. This gap. So the gap down that we had on Thursday. Right? That gap. I want to see us go up there, fill it, and then roll back over. I think that's one hell of a trade to the short side. If you get that. I think one hell of a trade to the short side if you get that. So that's something I'm looking at. Anybody have questions about the SPY or any of the levels that I just drew out? Anybody questions? I see Alan. Do you think puts on the SPY within 2 weeks expiration is a good idea? I would wait. You're buying puts right at the lows. Maybe if you get a bounce back day, like back to 375 or so, then maybe I think you can be looking at, put options with a couple weeks expiration. Yeah, I think you could. But I think the markets could bounce next week. I think it could bounce next week. You got to realize, the NASDAQ down 9 out of 11 weeks. That hasn't happened since 2002, which was the dot-com bubble. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a little bit of a bounce next week. But then again, don't forget, no matter what happens with the bounce, you're still in a bear market. You're still in a downtrend. Okay, so take those bounces for what they are. Nothing more than bear market rallies. Okay, and bear market rallies, when they run out of steam, you then lean on them, and you look for markets that move back down. I went over yesterday on the live stream. I went over a couple of indicators that I'm looking at to tell me that the market's bottomed. There were 3 different indicators. One was the VIX to 40. The VIX is the volatility index. Okay, VIX to 40. I think that can be a sign the markets are bottoming. Earnings estimates all coming down, okay, is another thing that I'm looking for. Like companies coming out with Q2 guidance. When companies announce their Q2 earnings, I want them all to guide lower. I want every company that comes out with earnings, I want them to say, we are revising our guidance to reflect a recession. I want to see guidance, and then I want to see companies guide for a recession. Then I want to see analysts lower their earnings estimates for a recession. Then we can price the recession in. And then that is when I look to be a buyer once that happens, because that would be your next leg down once you get the final end of the growth scare. The markets went down earlier this year based on interest rate hikes and Fed monetary policy, quantitative tightening, those fears. That's what took the markets down this year. This next wave that started last week, when you got your CPI numbers, this is a growth scare now. Now we're not selling off because of rate hikes. We're selling off because of the possibility of a recession. So once the market prices the recession in, that's when you've got to do your buying. Do not ever forget, and I will continue to say this for the rest of this year, to put into perspective for all of you. 2008, 2009, I learned how to trade in the greatest recession that any of us have ever seen. Okay? I've seen this before. I've gone through this before. 2009, the economy was still in a massive recession. Okay, the economy was horrendous in 2009. All right, we were still in the depths of the Great Recession. But the S&P 500 gained more than 20% in 2009. Now, how could that make any sense? And then guess what? 2010, we gained another like 16% or so. I don't know the exact number, but it was also again like close to 20%. 2009 was over 20%. 2010 was close to 20%. How could that be if the economy is in a recession? That's because the stock market is a forward-looking, it's a discount mechanism. The market will price the recession in before it comes or when it's just started. And then when you're in the recession, the markets start looking ahead and the markets start looking to the economic recovery coming out of the recession. That's why 2009, the markets went up by more than 20%. When markets price in a recession, that's when you make your money. That's when you get the wealth building opportunities in your long-term portfolio. That's when it happens. And a lot of people don't know this. This could be the first time that you're ever hearing this. You don't believe me? Go check for yourself. You know what? I'll just show you. Okay. Here's 2008. 2008 is the worst year the S&P 500 has ever had. Down 38% in 1 year. Okay. Down 38% in 1 year. Then 2009 happened, and we started lower in 2009. So see, 2009, we actually broke below 2008's low. The year started off ugly. We were down another like 16% or something like that to start the year of 2009. But then the market recovered and then went all the way up to finish the year up 20%. Look at this. This is 2009. That's 2009. This is the worst recession that we've ever seen. Keep that in mind. This is the worst recession. Anyone that's out, there's 1,500 people on this live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. This is the worst recession that any one of us on this live stream have ever seen, but yet the market went up more than 20% in 2009. Well, then what happened in 2010? Well, let's take a look. There's 2010. Again, another up year in the market. By 2010, do you see where we were? Do you see where we are? We're back to before the crash of 2008. You're back to before the crash in 2008. Okay. No, LIV, when you're talking about 2000, you said the market was down 56% in 2000. No, the NASDAQ was, not the S&P 500. The S&P 500 from 2000 to like 2002, that whole bear market literally sold off for like 2 years like that. S&P went down about 56% around there. The NASDAQ went down about 74 or 76%. It was the NASDAQ that went down. And that was because it was the dot-com bubble. So like a lot of the companies that were in the NASDAQ actually just went to zero. A lot of them went bankrupt. So you had a lot of companies, a lot of tech companies that just had a .com in their name that, gained hundreds of millions of dollars in market value overnight. They all went bankrupt. A lot of those 90% of the companies that came out during the .com bubble, they've all failed. They all went bankrupt, went out of business, delisted. So that's why the NASDAQ got absolutely destroyed. But the S&P only went down about 55%, give or take a point or two. Same thing in 08, 09. The S&P went down about 55%, give or take a point or two. All right. So keep that in mind. I hope this is like really good perspective for you guys, because as scary as 2008 was, it proved to be the greatest buying opportunity of anyone's lifetime. And I wish I had the money then that I have now, because I would have bought the crap out of everything. I didn't have the money I have now back in 2008. I was 21 years old, 22 years old, or whatever it was, right? I was just fresh out of college. All right. So keep that in mind, guys, just a little perspective. And I feel like, times like this, it's important to put things into perspective. And you take a look at the damage that was done during COVID. Look at the damage that's been done already so far this year. They're pretty equidistant, aren't they? When I put the boxes next to each other, right? When I put the boxes next to each other, they're pretty equidistant. Kind of crazy when you think of it that way, right? So I think what's coming, folks, and I'm also looking at this yellow line. I want you guys to pay attention to the 200-day weekly moving average, okay? So your 200-day moving average on the weekly chart. See this yellow line? I want you all to pay attention to that yellow line because this yellow line has proved to be a major support level. And I mean major support level throughout history, okay? You can see when we touch this level, you see how the markets have ricocheted off of it. Now, bear in mind, we overshot it during COVID, okay? We overshot it during COVID. But prior to COVID, the COVID crash, it was a beautiful level of support. You want to know what else lines up with that? That's the 3,500 level that I was just telling you about on my chart. Remember when I told you 3,500 I think is going to be our lows? Look what else lines up there. The 200-day moving average on the weekly chart. It's right there. That's where the bulk of my buying is going to be done in the long-term portfolio. Shocking, right? Yep. Yes, NatureBot. Yes, it's also 50% retracement from the COVID lows. Yes. I'm so glad you just said that. Right? So let me pull this up. Great eye, NatureBot. Great eye, man. So you'll see the 50 Fibonacci level also lines up there. Is that not incredible? You see how all of these things come together? Folks, this is how technical analysis works. Professional technical analysis, real technical analysis. Understanding how different indicators work in conjunction with one another to create support zones, resistance zones, therefore buying zones, and selling zones, right? This is how I come up with all of these different things. Now, if anything I'm saying on this live stream sounds, like a foreign language, don't worry about it. I promise you will learn all of these. You'll learn everything I'm saying to you. I promise you'll learn it as a member of True Trading Group. I promise you. You never trade a stock a day in your life, don't sweat it. You'll get to learn this stuff like the back of your hand, I guarantee it. All right? I guarantee it. And there's the bell, folks. We are closed. We are closed. And last but certainly not least, I also want to point out to you guys the 3,200 level, which was my, worst case scenario level. Okay. My worst case scenario level is this 3,200. Now, remember I drew that for you on the chart earlier. This is a key level of support, right? Used to be resistance, key level of support. And that's also the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. Okay. So these are your two levels. Okay. All right. 3,200 T-Rex for the futures. So 320 for the SPY. Right. But this is what we're looking at. Right. These are my two levels. All right. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to wait for this level to be tested, because what if we never get there? I'm not just going to do nothing until we get there. I'm going to buy on the way down, because then I believe the markets can bounce. Okay? All right, folks. Well, there we have it. That brings the trading day to a close, and that brings the trading week to a close. Great week. My TGD fam, the market's falling apart. The sky's falling. Crypto's crashing. Stocks are crashing. Bonds are crashing. There's literally, little bulls running around on fire in my backyard. But yet, the TGD fam are having milestone moments. milestone days, milestone weeks, milestone months. Guys, do me a favor, type the number 1 in chat if you're a member of True Trading Group and you have had a milestone this year, your biggest day, your biggest week, your biggest month, your biggest year. Sound off in chat. Tell me right now if you guys have had a milestone accomplishment so far this year. I'd love to know about it. Look at all these number ones. Bruce Sears goes, my bank likes me. I like that. I love that. I love it. Absolutely love it. Good stuff, folks. Really good stuff. Thank you, Who You. That really appreciate that. You Who goes, your live shows are such an inspiration. You're extremely talented at this. Nice, Mike. No, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Guys, don't forget, we've got a giveaway here today. We're going to be giving away. Oh, we're not ready yet. All right. So, like I said, we do have a giveaway here today coming up here shortly. But what I'd like to do here is one more final time. Does anybody have questions about anything that I just talked about? Now's the time to speak. Do you have questions? Do you have questions? Fire away. Now is the time. Somebody asks, how did I find REV? Well, allow me to show you how I found REV. I will literally just show you. Okay, this is how I found REV. So what you guys are looking at right now is the new scanner that we have in True Trading Group. So True Trading Group has become a data distributor where we are actually able to create our own tools and our own custom scans. Okay, so you as a TTG member, this is free for you. Okay, you have some default scanners that are set here, like unusual volume, overbought stocks, oversold stocks, new highs, new lows, top losers, top gainers on the day. Okay, so these are just some default scanners. You can create your own scanner with your own settings. Right, you have all these different things that you guys can use: analyst recommendations, dividend, float, short. Right, like you can look at all of these different things. Okay, and you can create your own scanners. But when you go back to just our default scanners that we have set for you, you'll notice on top gainers, REV was on the top gainers today. So REV was on the top gainer. It was going off on new highs. And then you have the short float column. This column right here, okay, short float, right, will tell you what percentage of the float is short for that particular stock. So once I saw Red was one of the top gainers in the day, and it also has 54% of its float is short, okay, and it's on the unusual volume scanner. Okay, so I have top gainer of the day, unusual volume with a 54% float short. These are the things that I look for to try to identify short squeeze opportunities. So that's how I found Rev, by using the TTG custom scanners that are free with your membership when you guys join True Trading Group. Okay. So there you have it. They were asking me about how was I able to find Rev. Remember, this is free when you guys join TTG. All right. So that's how we do that. All right. What I like to do now, guys, let me just see. We still have, about 1,400 people that are on the live stream with us right now. How many of you are not? How many of you are not members of True Trading Group? If you're not a member of TTG, do me a favor and just type the letters TTG. Just type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I just want to see how many people that are on the live still that kind of caught this last hour of the day. If you guys are not members, just type TTG. Let's see how many people we have here that are new to the group. Eugene, PJ, American, Matthew, The Truth, Zert, Hakeem, Vanessa, Assault, Linda, Debbie, Doug, Steve. Great, guys.
Yo, Linda, Debbie, Doug sounds like a lunch party in the 80s.
Okay.
Like a 90s, oh, who's coming to the 90s party, lunch party? Oh, Linda, Debbie, and Doug are coming. No.
Yeah, I guess. Jan's coming too. Jan, Kevin, JD Rollins. All right, so we got a whole group, a whole bunch of new faces that are joining us here on.
Yo, Mike, that person's username, where is it from?
Let me make it bigger so I can see it. Hold on.
Please, God.
Probably not gonna know. Let me see.
You have to know.
The truth is out there.
Don't Google it, dude. I see you.
I'm not Googling it, man. I can't Google. I'm on this live.
Put your hands up, bro. Okay,
I don't know.
Keep it there. You don't know where the truth is out there is from?
No.
X-Files, man. What's wrong with you?
X-Files never made me money. No.
That does not work in this example, bro.
I'm culturally challenged, I guess. I don't know. Of course I've watched X-Files a million times. I just don't remember these things. Ask me a support level from 5 years ago. I'll remember it. Other than that, my memory sucks. I'm sorry. I am going to see Top Gun tonight, though, so I'm pretty excited about that.
All right, let's spin the wheel and give away $1,000.
Let's do it. Let's $1,000, baby.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen. We are super close to ending lifetime membership, like ridiculously close. All of our members have been so patient with us when we push it in the chat on Tuesdays and Fridays that I wanted to give back a little bit before the big $50,000 giveaway. So yeah. I'm going to give away $1,000 to one True Trading Group member right now, just as a show of appreciation. We have 970 people that registered. All right. Let's spin the wheel. Renee R.
Renee R. Congratulations. $1,000. 1,000 buckaroos coming your way, Renee.
All right. Renee, send an email to logistics@truetradinggroup.com and we will get your info and get you paid immediately.
Why don't you repeat that email address for Renee?
Yeah, so only Renee R. Send an email to logistics@truetradinggroup.com. That's logistics@truetradinggroup.com, and we will go ahead and give you $1,000 immediately. Okay?
Boom.
All right.
Congratulations, Renee.
While we're at it, let's go ahead and do the code word. Might as well get that out of the way. Mike,
Drop it like it's hot.
Let's go. Today is 9 of 18, so we're halfway there. Halfway there. You know, the code word yesterday was Mike's a bottom.
Yeah, okay.
No, that was literally when you said bottom is the code word. I put Mike's a bottom. You didn't even notice.
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, tonight's code word is Maverick. That one's for you.
Thank you. Maverick. I like that. I'm very excited for this. Everybody says it's amazing.
97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Unheard of.
I mean, it's unheard of if you're not a Marvel movie.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Somebody goes.
So you guys have it. Maverick, code word for tonight. Listen, if you're not a member, guys, don't worry about this. If you're not a member, this is for members only. We give away a bunch of stuff. We give away cash. We give away electronics. This is one of those giveaways.
Speaking of electronics.
9. What did you do?
You know what I did. We talked about it.
Oh, I thought you had something. Okay. I thought that was something else.
No.
I thought it was something else.
No, it is not.
All right. Well, folks, all of you that just typed TTG, you're not a member of the TTG family. What I'm going to do here for you guys right now, okay, because we still have our Father's Day sale that's running right now, and I've got some fantastic news for everybody. We have not been able to get our hands on any electronics for weeks now, and we did it. Adam did it. I had nothing to do with this. Adam was able to get his hands on 17 Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets. Okay, that's an Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. 17 of them. All right. So all of you that are not members of TTG, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you how you can join the platform, what you get when you join the platform, because it includes a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. But there's only 17 of them. So this is only going to be for the next 17 people that join the TTG family. And don't forget, the markets close on Monday, so there's no live stream Sunday night. We'll be going live Monday night. We'll go over the stock market outlook and how I plan on making money. Okay? So for those of you that are interested in joining the TTG fam, you guys can go to ttgoffer.com right now and enter the coupon code TTG121. It'll give you a 48% discount on our membership for our Father's Day sale. It drops the price from $22.12 all the way down to just $11.50 for the entire year. There are no upsells for courses. There are no upsells for tools. You pay the $11.50, you get access to everything that we have. And the first 17 people to do that are going to get a brand new Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, totally free. We even cover the shipping costs upon you completing our courses and quizzes. We're going to send you a brand new Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Now, this is going to go all weekend, but only for the next 17 people. So you'll know you're one of the 17 if when you go to ttgoffer.com, as long as you see a tablet in your checkout cart, that means that you're good to go. That means you're getting one of the 17. Once the 17 are completely taken, the tablet will no longer be there. So that's how you'll know. The $11.50 price point is good all weekend. Okay, that $11.50 price will be good up until Monday at midnight, and then the price is going to go up as it's the end of our Father's Day sale. Okay, so $11.50 good until Monday, but the Kindles are only for the next 17 people. That's all we were able to get was 17. So you can get the $11.50 all weekend, but if you want the free Kindle with it, you got to join the first 17 people to do so. Okay, you guys have to understand that when you join True Trading Group, you have to understand that you're getting access to a professional trading curriculum that's in-depth and complex, yet easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you never traded a day in your life or you've been trading for 10 years, our platform can help you reach your goals. People ask what makes us different from other courses, and it's simply, we're not just courses. You're not joining True Trading Group just to get trade alerts. Although you do get trade alerts and you do get courses, yes, there's courses in our platform, but we're so much more than that. When you guys join TTG, you're getting access to the premium investing tools from today's top fintech companies that successful traders use to make better decisions. This is how we level the playing field for you. We not only give you access to these tools, but show you how to use them properly. If you bought these tools on your own, you're spending about $5,000 a year. Don't do that. We've spent years building relationships with these companies to offer their products on our platform, all included in the $11.50 price point. You get Benzinga's real-time news feed, TradingView's premium charting software, Quote Media's full book level 2, CBOE's unusual options activity, Polygon's dark pool data, the Trade Ideas scanner, eTNA's simulator. And as if that wasn't enough, you get our entire curriculum, 17 courses. That's a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund, and over 300 hours of workshops and webinars that cover a bunch of different topics. And you have all of our transparent trade alerts. We day trade, we swing trade, crypto, futures, long-term investing. You got a trading journal, scanners, analyst ratings, so much more. And you guys are joining a community of 9,500 members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. They genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. And they're led by our team of mods that have over 100 years of combined trading experience. And the reality is, folks, that members of True Trading Group are making money and they're becoming better traders. You don't believe me? Watch this. Oh, we first got to welcome Vanessa. Vanessa, welcome to the TG family. There's now just 16 Kindles left. Vanessa, welcome. Guys, these Kindles are not going to last. Like I said, the $11.50 price point is good till Monday, but the Kindles are only 16 left. So the next 16 people to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the TTG121 coupon code, click apply code, then check out. You guys will get you'll qualify for the Amazon Kindle. Listen, you don't have to enter your address when you first join, okay? To get your Kindle, you do not need to enter your address. After you join, you'll get a welcome email. The welcome email will give you instructions on how to claim your free Kindle. Okay? Way to go, Vanessa. Vanessa Stuhler goes, I looked at all the benefits and I decided to join. Great decision, Vanessa. It's a pleasure to have you part of the family. Looking forward to getting to know you better. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you in chat next week. Welcome, Vanessa. So like I was saying, folks, the fact of the matter is, and the reality is that our members are making money and they're becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, I'd like you to just watch this real quick. Guys, members, now I'm talking to members directly. If you are a member of True Trading Group, simple question for you. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders? If the answer is yes, because of True Trading Group, type the $sign in chat right now. Type the $sign in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, I'd pay attention to the $signs that are coming through chat right now. These $signs are members of True Trading Group that found us the same way you did. That's one of these live streams. There's no difference between them and you. If they can do this, so can you. They have all the same excuses: full-time job, small account, lost money before, no experience. But yet now here they are typing the $sign, telling you that they're actually making money. They're becoming better traders because of the platform. Results matter at True Trading Group, folks. And when I say results, I mean your results, not mine, not somebody else's. Your results and your P&L is how we measure your results. That's why when you join True Trading Group, and this goes for anyone, you join by midnight on Monday, anyone that joins True Trading Group, you have 1 year to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. If you do those three things and still fail to make the $11.50 back, that's your membership fee. If you fail to make the $11.50 back at least once during your membership, we will give you double your money back. That's $2,300 in your hands. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful, as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. Now, I have no problem doing that since we only have a 2.48% refund rate since 2016. We have a 78% retention rate, which means 78% of our members are choosing to renew and upgrade their memberships with True Trading Group. I share the 2.48% refund rate because not just to prove to you how infrequently we get the refund requests, but to show you that the refund is real. Okay, we've never denied anyone of a refund that did the courses, quizzes, study group, and never made their membership fee back. It's there to hold us accountable, and it's there to protect you, but chances are that you're not going to need it. And I'm not telling you you have to do this in 30 days. at the end of your 1 year, you can come to us at the end of the membership and say, guys, I went through the courses, the quizzes, study group. I never made back the money. Okay, we'll say, here you go. But you got to give it the full year. You got to give it the full year. All right, you can claim that double your money back guarantee at the end of your year membership. All right. So there you have it, folks. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. What I'll do now is let me actually show you the platform. Right? I think that might be helpful. So if you guys are still on the live stream and you're not a member, I'll actually show you the platform so you can see what you get access to as a member of True Trading Group. All right, let me show you what you actually get. You're going to get our chat room, of course, where the mods and I share our screen.
Mike, open it up for trials for the weekend because I'm getting a lot of messages now. It'll just make it easier.
All right, so guys,
and then I'll pull it on the screen, just walking through it. So how they do it.
Right. So if you guys are, if you're a trial member of True Trading Group, okay, if you are a trial member and you want the 1150 price point, you have to first log into your trial member dashboard, like Adam is showing you on the screen. Then you're going to click a big green Join Now button once Adam logs in. So you got to log into your trial member dashboard first. Then you click that big green Join Now button. Then you'll enter the TTG121 coupon code. Okay, that's if you are currently a trial member. Okay, if you're not a trial member, you go to ttgoffer.com and enter TTG121 coupon code. And as long as you see the Kindle, you're getting one of the 16. And the 1150 price point is good till Monday at midnight. And then that'll be the end of our Father's Day sale. And the price is then going to go back up. All right. So so you got the chat room, right? Mods and I share our screen with you. We're live on the mic. We're there with you the whole day. We're there with you from pre-market till after hours. And guys, if you're a previous trial member or you're a previous member and you guys want to come back and you want this deal, you send a text message to 201-775-9702. We have to whitelist your email. If you already had an account with us, we have to whitelist your email. So send a text message to the phone number at the bottom of your screen. Don't call that number. Send a text message to that number, 201-775-9702. All right. Don't forget about the mobile app when it comes to our chat room, guys. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can follow along with our mobile app. That's how so many members are able to benefit while working full-time jobs. You also get 2 study groups, your chance to get some individualized attention in a small group setting with one of our pro traders, ask questions, speed up the learning curve. Benzinga's real-time news feed, live, breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. This would cost you $1,400 if you went to Benzinga on your own. Don't do that. It's $1,150 when you join the TTG platform. TradingView's premium charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares. This will cost you a few $100 a year if you went to TradingView directly. Don't do that. It's included with your $1,150 TTG membership. The Trade Idea Scanner will make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. This will cost you a few $100. Don't do that. It streams live on our platform every single day. Our simulator, ETNA is the name of the simulator. This will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses. This will cost you nearly $1,000 a year. Don't do that. It's free with your membership when you pay the $1,150 to join True Trading Group. You also get our own proprietary scanner. This is the same stuff that I use to identify a 40% gain in rev today. It also lets you scan for crypto. You get dark pool data and unusual options activity as well, stuff that only used to be available to professionals. Now it's at the fingertips of my TeachD fam. This is how we level the playing field. This is what makes us different. This is how we empower the retail trader. This is why we are a platform, not just courses, not just trade alerts. We're not a Discord room. Heather, welcome to the fam. Everybody welcome Heather. Heather's the newest member of the TeachD family. There's now just 15 of those Kindles left. 15 Kindles left. You're also going to get access to our full trading performance journal. This will track all of your trades and tell you, give you statistics. So you can see what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, what you need to improve on. There's also a social sentiment scanner that will scour through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter, tell you what ticker symbols are mentioned most. You can stay ahead of the crowd. Unlimited analyst ratings, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. That can help you guys make your trading and investment decisions. We also publish a watch list every day, so you see what stocks the mods are paying attention to and how we plan on trading them. Then you have all of our courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. There are no upsells for more courses. You get access to every course when you pay the $11.50. Then there's a video library that's got nearly 300 hours of additional workshops, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO. And then you can attend all these workshops live when you guys become full-time members. It's time you invest in something real, folks. Something that actually has a chance of helping you reach your goals. Now, I can't promise you success. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But I can guarantee you a real chance at learning the skills needed to become successful as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. I can promise you that if you go through our courses, quizzes, and attend the study group and fail to make the $11.50 back at least once during your year membership, then after your membership, I'll give you double your money back. That's $2,300 back in your hand. And I can promise you that the day you join TTG is the day you join a community of over 9,500 traders and investors that genuinely give a damn about whether you succeed or fail. The choice is up to you. Ball's in your court. You have two choices. Sit back, do nothing, watch our 401k diminish. Or seize this moment of opportunity, take control, get educated so you can identify opportunities in the market when they present themselves. And stop being a prisoner of a market decline. Set your reminders now, guys. 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday night. We go live right here. We're talking the weekly outlook and how I plan on making money next week. If you're still unsure about our platform, we do have a 7-day trial. It's free, no credit card required. You can go to ttgthree.com. That is ttgthree.com. Join us for a full 7 days. Don't wait until Tuesday. Weekends and holidays do not count against your 7 days. You get full 7 trading days with us for free. All right? That's ttg3.com. Otherwise, folks, if you want that free Kindle, you want that $11.50 price point. Remember, that $11.50 is good till Monday. Monday at midnight, the Father's Day sale's over, the price goes up. 15 Kindles left. So the next 15 people that sign up will get a free Kindle. You'll know you're getting one of the Kindles as long as you see it in your checkout cart. All right. Again, if you have any questions about the membership for whatever the reason, send a text message 201-775-9702. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'll see you guys Monday night. We will go over how I plan on making money next week. Great job this week. Congrats on my TC fam. Congrats again on that REV. That was a big one. That was a good one. I'll see you guys all on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.